This little dog was best at digging holes to escape, then it run back to its owner to provoke him. "I catch you. You'll be sorry." It gave him a disdainful look, completely ignoring the owner's warning. Jack finally couldn't take it anymore. He gave the dog to his friend, but the next day, the friend returned it. He couldn't stand the trouble either. Helpless, Jack locked the dog in the warehouse. At first, the dog panicked, fidgeting uneasily, but after calming down, it soon noticed a gap in the vent, so it planned an escape route, stepped onto the shelves, climbed up to the roof, then used its head to push open the vent pipe, squeezed out successfully. Seeing how clever and cute it was, Jack's wife couldn't help but laugh. "Good luck, little one." Every time after escaping, the dog could always find Jack, and whenever it appeared, it messed up the sled team completely. The next second, the dog got distracted by a herd of deer. Without thinking, it rushed straight over. All the other dogs followed in chaos. At that moment, Jack was utterly furious. He decided to punish the stubborn little thing. Ignoring his wife's objections, he sent it even farther away. The new owner locked the dog in a room. It paced around anxiously, quickly setting its sights on the window. By the time the owner noticed, it was already too late. No. 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 While Jack was working, he suddenly heard a familiar bark. He looked up. It was indeed the dog. He couldn't believe it. No matter what, the dog always found a way back to him. Looking at its injured paws, Jack finally softened. He decided to bring it home. He placed the dog on the sled to rest, but it struggled to jump down, standing directly in the lead position, as if it wanted to guide the team. Jack replied coldly, "You're not qualified yet." Then he placed it at the back, giving it a chance to try. At first, the dogs next to it looked disgusted, but soon, it showed strong social skills, building close bonds with its teammates. When the sled team set off, Jack was shocked to see its speed and endurance far exceeded the others, so he moved it one row forward. Soon, it surpassed again, being moved further forward once more. By the time the sled team returned home, it was already running in the lead, becoming the lead dog. His wife looked up and smiled happily. It had proved its strength with action. Jack was even more excited than the dog itself. He's not a sled dog, he's a lead dog. I'm going to name him. From then on, Togo became his most reliable partner. 1 year later, Jack and Togo led the sled team, and won the Alaska Championship. When Togo was 12 years old, a diphtheria outbreak hit the town. Dozens of children were infected. Their lives were at great risk, but the serum was 400 miles away. Jack and Togo set out once again. They crossed mountains and deep valleys. When they crossed the Bering Sea, the ice surface was shattered by the seawater. At the critical moment, Jack used all his strength to throw Togo to the other side. They could only rely on Togo to pull the entire ice floe. For his master and teammates, Togo gave all its strength. The other dogs barked wildly to cheer it on. The ice floe slowly moved closer to the shore. Command! All the dogs rushed together. At that moment, Togo was the true hero, but it was already old. It had exhausted all its energy. Jack put it on the sled, wanting it to rest, but it still stood in the front, insisting on finishing the mission. In the end, Togo led the team to complete the task. The children were saved. With his wife's careful care, Togo slowly recovered. It once again ran toward Jack, just like when it was young, running to its owner without hesitation.